up, Wheatfield? Y'all, what to do? Welcome back to the Wheatfield. Welcome to you. I don't know it. It's got to be live. It's got to be because the little countdown is going, but it still got the other banner down there that makes it look weird. Anywho, welcome back to the Wheatfield. Welcome to you. If you are new, hey, welcome to you too. We appreciate you for tapping in. This is the Rising Message. It is Friday, January 16th, 2026. That's today's date, beloved. Whenever you get this message, it's good for now. Hey, Melissa, thank you so much, beloved, for tapping in. I appreciate you. The last, I want to say 24 hours have been super weird. We were picking up like a weird vibe in the atmosphere. Hey, Veronica. Hey, sis. Thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you so very much. Yeah. Your Practically Personal was crazy. So funny how it came out exactly like the reading that we had just did. So either that reading was either for me or you definitely have the energy we were reading pegged. That was crazy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Melissa. You are so awesome, and not because you just come to the channel. I just think that you're great. Oh my gosh. Look, y'all, I gotta show y'all this clip. Michelle from Lifetime Mantra Tarot says she had an inkling to do a parental healing reading soon. And this is the extended message from yesterday, 1/15/2026, extended message to the, I think it's the rising or the live, the evening live, work with me. I'm picking up family dynamics because that's what came through for us, right? We were kind of we got pulled down the lane of doing a reading for self. We didn't even know it was going to be a personal reading until we got started. And Spirit was like, I was like, dang, when they started giving us the channel message, because you know how they write it down and they channel it first. And when they did that, I was like, wow. Because it was like a message within that work with me message from yesterday. So, just to. So, la 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 la. Yesterday's live, the work with me message, and then it was the extended message that went along with that. And in that work with me message, it was all about the ability to collaborate. But around about the 42-minute mark, there was a series of cards that came out together. The Knight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Devil card. And we picked up a soul contract working with a low vibrational energy. And so when they started to channel it out, we were like, damn, that breaks down to us. Because 42 breaks down to 6:27, which is the minutes, 42:27 into the message. It was like 42 is 6 and 27 is 9. And then that breaks down to 69, and 69 is like the symbol for Cancer, the zodiac symbol. And then they wrote the Chariot. And I was like, well, that makes sense because we are Cancer. We're signified by the Chariot in Tarot, right? That's the Cancer card. And, we was like, oh, soul contract? And then we always say the GPs, right? General principles. And so GPs, and then with the S, it looked like GPS. And it looked like people or some type of energy circling my hometown. And we were like, oh, wow, that's kind of crazy. So you never know, like, what kind of conversation even your family is having about you. Like, the way people feel about you, what circulates around you or surrounding your energy and stuff like that is definitely weird. And yes, Cancers love family, like I love my family, and that came out in the extended reading, like how many times you work to have connection with people in your family, and then you have to realize, like, okay, this shit is just not gonna work. I can't work with them. It doesn't mesh. Either we have different values, we definitely have different value system, different belief systems, different ways that we operate in terms of ethics, integrity. And this is not my whole family is definitely my paternal side of the family, and not all of them. But I'm not. I don't have a connection to all of them like that. It was only a select few that I dealt with, and that was because we were trying to stay close because my dad was a piece of shit. He was a narcissist. He was supremely addicted to substances, and he'll tell you like his own testimony. So I'm not saying anything he hasn't said out his own mouth, but he struggled with addiction since he was 4. He had asthma as a child, so one of the old school remedies, like my grandma would give him a little shot of liquor or something like that to help him calm down or whatever it did. But so he grew up with the alcohol addiction, which turned into other shit, which turned into like crack cocaine and heroin. Like he was fucked up, but yeah, it was not a fun time. So I don't know if a part of the releasing for all of us right now in the collective is to deal with some family issues. Because when we made a clip this morning, it was like, damn, we was kind of watching part of the playback on the Rising, and we noticed that 3 cards came out, 3 nines right in a row. It was the 9 of Swords, the 9 of Cups to the 9 of Wands. We was like, shit, that's 999. We didn't even really recognize it when we were reading it, but that's what it was. We dropped the card. We got to get it, y'all. Self-esteem flipped over and separate. And I do know, like, having a narcissistic parent, it definitely affected, self-esteem. I was glad they separated because that shit was hella toxic. Definitely not an environment to raise children in. Between drugs and alcohol abuse and criminality and partying, it just was not a good scenario. My father was highly toxic. When I say he was violent on every single level that you can even think about. You talking about instability, it doesn't even fucking describe it. Focus, there's absolutely no way that anybody could focus in that shit. And my sister, she was 5 years older than me, so we left when she was 10. She was 10 and I was 5. And I thought about that on the Rising. I was like, damn, she spent all of her formative years in that toxic ass environment. And my dad was so horrible, like our father was pedophilic, so she caught a lot. So by the time she was 10, she was already fractured and broken. And like it was just a wrap. I'm not gonna say that she couldn't heal, but her demons were so heavy because of the generational curses, and he wasn't the only one, to violate her. So it was like she was fragmented in so many places, like so compartmentalized, disassociated, almost like split personality. I could say that because I saw so many different faces of hers. So it was like, wow. So why all of this is coming through, I don't know. Wow. Damn. Roberta. That's crazy. But yeah, it's just like those really big ways that people are, recognizing the things that really fractured, that really broke the foundation, that really, and I feel like with my sister, like because her foundation was so cracked, she never had enough support. Like mom didn't get her enough therapy. We just didn't. We didn't have it. Like for some reason, it was a part of that this says playfulness. But we didn't have like that. You gotta go to therapy and you gotta get healing and you gotta, deal with anxiety and anger and trauma. She never had that. So it really, really bothered me. Like, what happened I was more upset for my sister than I was for myself. And I've always been like that. Like Melissa said, cancers love family. So I always had a thing to like stand up for or fight for or speak for other people. Never really did it so much for myself when I was young. It took me being backed into a corner multiple times in life for me to fight for myself. But damn it, you fuck with somebody that I love, my children, my sister, my cousins, my friends. Oh, we going to bat, and I'm not even going to think about it. I'm going to hit you first. Like, that's how it was. I don't hit first anymore. because I don't advocate for violence. But damn it, I fully support self-defense. I'm just saying. So somebody may be called to deal with deep family wounds. We've been talking about Chiron, the energy of Chiron. I wonder where it's at, because there's a lot of deep-rooted wounds that are being resurfaced. Things that you need to clean up, things that you need to release. If it's stress around it, that stress could be, affecting your happiness, the Nine of Cups. And you could be holding on in some sort of warrior position or develop that type of warrior mindset because of trauma. Somebody could definitely delight in stress, like Nine of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Like their stresses could be what they wish for. And Nine of Wands, they gotta fucking hold that shit. You gotta hold it down. You wanted it, you got it, now you gotta fucking hold it down. So I don't know which way this is gonna go. I just wanted to let y'all know the spirit had brought that through us yesterday. So 999 could be a number somebody is paying attention to. Yesterday was the number 8, today I'm picking up the number 9. Oh, Chiron, 22 degrees from Aries. And we could definitely be picking up father issues with Chiron being, 22 degrees from Aries, if that's where it's placed right now. Because Aries is that emperor authority, emperor energy authority can be associated with the head of the household, the head of the family, especially a father figure. And with Chiron being in the mix, that's definitely calling us to face wounds. So if you have wounds with a father, which is definitely, could be very prominent considering the incidence of absent fatherism, single family household or single parent households, like with mothers raising the children. You could even be having issues with toxic masculinity in general, because a lot of women who manage households on their own can tend to be more hyper masculine. Doesn't have to be toxic masculine, but it is. When it's hyper masculine, it's not balanced, so therefore it's not necessarily a good thing. And look, 0, right? And I think on the clip that we left for that short, we took a little short of the 999 cards that came out, and I think they put 999 and 000. So I do feel reset. I do feel closing cycles. I do feel being divinely guided, and it could be divinely guided to go back to deal with some things so that you can reset or clean it all out, like the little residuals, and go forward, trusting the plan that the divine has for your life. And your plan could have you speak on that. Like, we are a developing speaker, right? We speak to y'all every single day. Just saying, right? But it's more than tarot, right? This is not your average tarot show. And we've been saying that since its inception. And it was dreamed and designed to be different, to dig into some of the other things so that we can heal ourselves from trauma and reach our dharmic, fulfillment. You can't reach your dharmic if you don't dig through and analyze the lessons in life, what you were born into, how did it shape you, how did it affect you, how does it affect your decision making, your mindset, your programming, and relearning all of that. Some things you're going to keep because it's foundational and it's good for you, but some things you will just wipe out. And for a lot of people, it's 90% of the shit. You unlearn it and then you relearn. You learn that shit was trash, and you throw it out, hopefully, and you start new. You figure out self. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Yeah, see, endless cycles. It's like breaking the cycle. 23-23. That's what we are about. And we know, like, when the channel was stood up, we were excited. Everybody come and join the channel. Please support us. We're not the average tarot. We want to talk about healing. We want to talk about cultural issues. We want to talk about things that affect our communities. We want to talk about things that affect creation in general, so we all can be great, because we're all family, and that's what we want to do. So we never know who's watching and when. We really don't. We don't. But we don't shy away from hard topics, because that's the purpose, to take that pain and move it to purpose. So yeah, to take action. 1011, the number 3. So we see 0, we see 10, 23, and 23 is 5 and 5, which is 10, which breaks down to 1. And now we see 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So that's 4 ones. which is the Four of Wands. I'm seeing the Four of Wands. It's giving stability. It's giving family. It's giving household. It's giving celebration. For some reason, I'm seeing celebration. I'm seeing a party. Okay. So somebody could be throwing a party. Your spirit team could be getting ready to throw you a party. Maybe you are learning through something. You are healing something, right? Somebody could be getting a new home. That could be a thing. You could be. I keep feeling like somebody's spirit team is throwing them a party, and I keep hearing that Charlie Wilson again. Somebody doing magic on you. 24 is 6 and 6, and they just got 666. So reflection. So how many? What is that? 5 6s. 6 times 5 is 30. So the number 3. Reflection and good times. See, reflection is like us talking about. We're going back and looking at all those things. What did we learn about love? What did affection look like? Like I'm seeing reflect on love. Like how did people model and teach you what love looks like? Did love hurt? Was it treacherous? Was it dangerous? Was it, modeled with consistency? Was it, you couldn't count on it? You didn't know? Everything was just spontaneous. It was unstable. A lot of instability. Did you receive affection? Did you receive encouragement? Did you get space to make mistakes and to develop into yourself? Did you experience compassion and kindness, attention? Were you taught how to love self-love? Because sometimes we don't think about how self-love is taught, right? When you are taught to be shameful, when you are made to feel ashamed, like you can't make a mistake, or your worthiness is tied to your performance, you may not understand what true self-love is. Good times, leisure, rest, holiday, pleasure, love, affection, kindness. 3 of the same words. Love, affection, kindness. How was it modeled? What did it look like? Who taught you it? And was it healthy, beloved? Do you need to unlearn some shit and relearn it for the sake of your own benefit? That's what I'm getting. Yeah, 4 5 6 to manifest your dreams. So that you can manifest your dreams. Yeah, taking a step. And this flew out in reverse. See, letting go old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you. Prepare to step out of your comfort zone in order to grow and expand. Somebody may not be ready to do that because it was in reverse. Right? If you are not ready to take the action to let go of old belief systems, then you may not be ready to go to where the Spirit has for you. Like, we all gotta qualify. You don't just get your Dharma simply because it's your birthright, right? We all have an inheritance. It's like a trust. And your shit is held up in trust. Then you gotta show that you can be trusted with your shit, And we go through shit, but the thing is to heal from it. Don't allow yourself to stay stagnant. And, then people use their environment and their upbringing as an excuse or justification not to be great. And I don't think that that's applicable. I think that everybody can be great despite what you went through. Despite how you grew up, there is a way for you to be great, to manifest your dream, to break the cycle. Because you could have grew up in it so that you could despise it and be disgusted by it so that you could fucking change it. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes we discount the passion that comes from the anger from what you've experienced. You are supposed to be ignited by it. You are supposed to be angry so that you can take action against those endless cycles and change something to manifest something different. 5 and 6 is 11 plus 4 is 15. It's giving breaking a toxic cycle. That could be somebody's dream. And we see big break, which is 6, 6, 15, 15, but we also see 9, 0, 9. And we kind of talked about those 9s. And having confidence. And we also saw the emotion of invoking self-esteem, right? To really bring up the self-esteem. Sometimes being born in those toxic situations, not sometimes, it's all the time. You can be born in those very toxic situations and have a very low self-esteem. People even who act like they have high self-esteem is not real. Like, it's only like a front. Like, it's surface level. You know what I mean? Like, it's different than being truly, and look, harmony, growth, and self-love. That's what fell out. I think that's what pushed out. Authenticity and adaptability. You know, so I've been picking up the energy of fake confidence, like pseudo confidence, like confident on the outside, because maybe a lot of people may put a lot of stock in your appearance. You know, that can happen with children too. You know, like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. Oh my God, he's so handsome. You know, and if you happen to be born attractive, right, that's not anything that you did, but you learn how to benefit from being attractive. You may have been able to swindle as a kid, you know, learn how to fucking get over with the cuteness. You give somebody the smile, the dimples and shit, and you end up getting what it is that you want. You can have whatever you like because, you know, this one, because you're just cute. Oh my gosh, such a cutie pie. What is it that you want? People don't understand how that could set up toxicity in people. When they learn how to rely on their aesthetics to profit, but they really don't have to build up anything in terms of character. So the character is shallow, the confidence on the aesthetic is high, but like shit, what are you on the inside? And a lot of people could feel a kind of way about themselves on the inside, even though they appear to be confident. It's not true. It's not real. It's definitely action here because this 909 confidence card says things are moving and you need to make a decision, act with confidence, and take a risk. And taking action with the 1011, taking action 909, and then taking the step that's in reverse 535. That's 13. That's allowing yourself to transform. So somebody is not taking the actions to allow themselves to transform. You could be stuck at some part in your childhood, like that needs to be resolved. It could go back to a father issue, a parenting wound in general. The parenting wound could be related around the energy of masculinity. Doesn't have to be your father gendered person or masculine gendered person, male gendered person, but it's just the energy of masculinity. Imagine it's coming through. I don't know, it's giving kind of like spiritual disturbance. It could be messing with your ability to see, to imagine for self, right? Somebody may not, you know, we do see clean it up and we do see exchanging gifts. So to exchange, like what are you giving? It could be something to address. 27 is a 9, so they are calling me to the 9. Imagine is a 20, so 9, 10, 11. So that's spiritual guidance. In terms of an exchange and what to give. Yeah, see, spiritual guidance, the higher power, the Most High God is coming through to help somebody understand where those wounds are. Where are the wounds? How do you heal them? How do you recognize parts of self that are still dealing with those issues so that you can break those cycles? Reflect on it, because I do feel like the Most High God wants to take you to somewhere different, right? It's a part of manifesting your dream, but this could be a blockage. Yeah, observer. So they want you to see something, to observe something. 4 and 9 again is 13. That is that need to transform. Can you see deeply within yourself? Because we were talking about intimacy very recently. Like, can you look into yourself and see yourself? And even can you see yourself from, I'm kind of getting like an outside position, like an observer. And then people could also be watching you. Like, that I can't deny that I see like somebody watching you from afar. I see this observer, the way the fox is looking. You see how that is? And then it's almost giving me this, like the fox is down here wanting to give somebody this. Somebody that could be unreachable or feel like, you know, inaccessible at times, kind of like how the moon is so far away from here. So it could be like where you were close to somebody and now you're not. You know, where they had the opportunity to touch you, to exchange with you, and now they can only look at you. That's what I'm getting. So the Most High could be putting you in that position. Like, can you imagine exchanging with these people And somebody might be going through that energy. Like I can remember, I can see, I recall a time, or I can envision exchanging with this person. But the Most High God has separated you. It's a boundary here. I'm seeing the Nine of Wands where they can no longer access you. They can only watch from afar. They can only look. Hello, Awakening Awareness Coaching. Thank you so much for tapping in. Hey, Shannon. Thank you so much. Oh, Chiron return. Yes. Look, Treasure Island, there's another 9. Okay? Somebody's gifted, and we were talking about being a bearer of gifts, like a carrier of gifts. In that extended message yesterday that's on the video tab. So my narcissistic father, my narcissistic dad. I feel like that should be the title of a show or some shit. But he's gifted, and he was tapped to be an orator, to be a speaker, to be a healer of souls, to raise and lift up souls who also struggled with addiction. But he denied his calling in favor of a liquor store and to pursue riches, whatever. He said that shit is so many liquor stores in the hood. Why shouldn't he be a person to sell liquor to his people? And I said, ain't you supposed to be raising up souls and speaking to the spirit and helping these people heal? He said he could do it at the liquor store. I said, okay. So as you can see, the integrity and the mindset is very different. We could never work together, even though he had talked about it a couple times. Serendipity is coming through. So that's number 18. That's another 9. So we do see 999 on the table. 9, 27, 9, and then 9. And it's something about the alignment, right, coming away from that. I can't imagine I would not be able to exchange with this person. Damn it, imagine it exchanging. Most like I said, nope, you will be able to look. You will not be able to exchange with this person. You will be too far away to get anything. Yeah, fate. Yeah. So all of that to say is that we kind of got the energy that somebody was going to lose their spiritual gifts. This could be somebody that you know. This could be relative to my family because we do resonate, right? This is based off, not based off of, but it's still pulling on that same stream of energy. And we kind of got the message this rising that somebody was going to lose their spiritual gifts. It was like, shit, that's what it is. Because it got deep. You know, when you figure out that people in your own family is like fucking wishing bad on you. And my father did wish death upon me, and he has a gift and he does speak. So when he spoke out and wished that, he said it directly to me the day of my sister's homegoing service, after the evening was done and everything. He texted me and said that he buried one daughter and the other daughter was dead to him. That's me. He only got 2 kids. So he literally spoke death, and he codified it. He typed it, texted. He thought it in his heart enough, so serious, that he texted to me directly and said it. And he was upset with me because I told him, fuck him, kiss my goddamn ass, because you put your liquor store over my sister's funeral. We almost had to cancel her fucking wake because he paid for his liquor instead of paying the bill. So I gave him all the choice words because I ain't never been afraid to say what I need to say to him. And you know that's the bane of a fucking narcissist. A narcissist to have a key to tell you how they feel about you and every fucking thing else. They don't like that shit at all. What you gonna do, whoop me? I'm grown as the fuck. I wish you would. We gotta tear this motherfucker up. Okay? Shit. And I've been giving him that business since I was like 16 years old. I would catch the bus in the city of Detroit from the D all the way through to Highland Park to go talk to my dad whenever he would surface from his fucking binge, whatever he was on at the time. You know, when he would come in and rest for him. And because my grandma would always allow him to come back. That's her baby. You know, they want to bring him back in and love him up and shit. And he would fuck over her and then go leave and do some dumb shit. You know what I mean? He went through this, but he didn't get clean until he went to jail. I'm talking about he was a 3rd-time felon. They was going to lock him up for the life. You know, like 3 strikes. It's grace of God that he got out. And he say all the time, oh, I had a spiritual experience. The Most High God came to me and told me to do this. And he came out, denied his children, said, fuck us, and opened up a liquor store and didn't do none of the shit he was supposed to do. So I feel like he's one of those ones that qualified to lose their goddamn gift. That's what Spirit told me. Spirit said that he's going to be one to lose his gift. And I was like, damn, I wonder, is that a part of what's going on? Because we kept getting the energy of work with me, the resistance. And I couldn't work with that, man. He wanted me to come into his liquor store business and do all of this shit to get rich shit. He used to be on the get rich schemes back in the day, and he's still on the same shit. His businesses are not up and up. He got other people funding stuff from different type of places. It's so many plug ups and hookups. I don't see how the shit is stood up. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's something with that too. But we don't know. The Most High God is going to take care of all of it. I'm just saying, watch. I get Treasure Island. Or the Most High God now has these people in positions where they can only watch you, beloved. They cannot interact with you. And the Most High God is going to bless you right in front of their fucking face. And that's what I'm getting. The Most High God is going to bless you right in front of their face. They're going to understand what was the true value, what was the true gift, right? It's not the ability to go out there and make money, but when you use your gift and you serve according to the promise that you made with the Most High God to do the right thing, like he literally like promised the Most High that he would do the right thing if they let him out of jail. He was going to prison for life. Got out and fucking turned his back on service on the soul to sell liquor to his own people. It's already bad enough. We talk about it in the city of the D all the time, in the inner hoods. On every other fucking corner is another goddamn liquor store. It's so tough for the gas stations sell liquor. It's not just a beer and wine gas station. It's a fucking liquor store on every fucking corner. All owned by people who come over from the Middle East, whether they're Arabic or Armenian, whatever the case may be. They get tax benefits to come over here and open up liquor stores and shit like that, businesses in the D. And instead of him doing something that would lift up the community to help heal the community, he opens up a fucking liquor store and says, why not me? That statement, why not me, just floored me. Goodness. Yeah, come to the edge. You talking about taking a risk. 36 is a 9. Ain't that another 9? Yeah, that's how I feel. That would be so devastating to lose your gift from the Most High God. Look, I don't know right now. I've always felt the Spirit with me, always. I've never been by myself. Even when I was young, I talked to my shadow, you know what I mean? Because it was something like they felt like another person. They felt like another part of me. I don't know if it was something with the trauma that we experienced, but it's definitely like the gift. Like we've always talked to spirits. We've never been by ourselves. Mending. It's always been me and somebody else. But it's like the gift to fix something, to correct it. 52 is 7, right? 7 is the 7th house is regarding relationships, right? Yeah, I feel something else over there. And understand it was not for you. You know, that fuck ass game. You know, we were into all that shit. All we saw when we were young was people running drugs and money and trying to figure out a way how to launder the shit and all that. And there's a lot of people that's like in our family that's still in that mindset, and like at least on my dad's side for sure. But a lot of people not, you know what I mean? A lot of people's trying to come away from that because it doesn't last. Every person that we know in our family that had money from drug money and money laundering and shit like that back in the day, this is well past statute of limitations. My dad done served time. My uncle is transitioned, so they can't get no time because he ain't got no more motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? So all this shit is so old. But when you you grew up with it and seeing them do that, and then now I can see as an adult looking back, like y'all don't have none of that. All them houses gone, right? Everything is fucking trashed. Even my dad, the shit that he tries to acquire, the shit smell old. He oh my God, it smells rotten. It smells putrid. You go over to his house, it smells rotten, putrid, moldy. Like, it's not right up in here. Like, no. No, it don't even feel right. See, fire in third chakra. I feel like this dude is about to lose his gifts. It's been like deteriorating. It smells like rotten flesh, like demonic. The third eye chakra is the compass of your soul. Trust is nudges. See, imagination, that's third eye. That's being able to see. Seeing how you're supposed to give your gifts, already having a vision from the Most High God. And the Most High God sitting back and watching and seeing what the fuck you gonna do. I kind of feel that for somebody. But it's like, it's a thing when you don't get your shit together. You go so far to the edge with these gifts and needing to figure out a way to either fix it or mend it. And shit, I know ain't nobody over there trying to fix and mend shit with us, because hell no, that shit is dead and gone. Absolutely not. Fire. Your ability to be passionate and to take risks. We definitely are passionate about that, and we will go all the way to the fucking edge of not fucking with any more of them ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm good. I'd go all the way in a whole different direction before I fuck with them. I really wouldn't. Your ability to be passionate, take risks, and pursue your dreams with fervor is a testament to the potential for growth and transformation within your soul. Definitely transformation. Picked up on the number 13 at least twice so far in this reading. 49 is 13, and then we have 535, which is 13. So definitely getting transformation. And it's given like for the benefit of the future generations. We talk so much about like the trauma that can happen in families from sexuality and body autonomy to safe touch to pedophilia and sexual assault to domestic violence to emotional and spiritual and mental violence. You know, allowing a child to feel safe. You know, like giving them some explanation when you put down rules. Like, this is why we have this rule. This is why we have this boundary. We don't do the just because I said so type of thing, because that don't give children the ability to think through it, to understand it, right? Oh, okay, I shouldn't touch the stove because one, that's hot, it's dangerous, it can burn my hand, it's gonna cause me hurt and pain. So mom said, don't touch that. You know what I mean? They get the opportunity to think through it, to complete the loop, not just become people who accept direction and just do something because somebody told them to do it. You want them to be autonomous in the ability to think, to conceptualize, right? It's a part of their decision making. Right? If we don't teach them from children and groom them in a way to make decisions and to understand, right, then they're not getting what they need. And by the time they get to like middle school, high school, and they turn into followers and not leaders, we don't understand why. Because they're just doing what somebody else told them to do. You groom them to just do what the fuck they're told to do. Then they don't think on their own. You turn into a workforce that doesn't think. You turn into a society that doesn't think. We don't see how these things link. So for those who are the curse breakers and the cycle changers, congratulations to you. They turned this deck upside down. I did not like miss that in my hand. So what is in the reverse? Thank you, Spirit. The moon. The moon is coming up in reverse. We see in darkness, in times of darkness, find solace in the knowledge that the light will return in times of brightness. How many people don't feel like there's a light to return? People who are stuck in a south node, right? Who trying to figure out, yeah, and your child doesn't belong to you. They are not property. They belong to the Creator, and we should teach them how to be autonomous beings. You are so right. Not to be, I mean, they should be respectful and understand like that, you know, there's, you know, organization and things like that, but they are a whole person. They are. Divine masculine energy, I'm telling you, in root chakra, what does it do to your own security and being rooted as a whole person when you have to contend with this? Chiron to me is really calling on us to address some parental issues, and it's giving particularly the energy of masculine energy, masculinity. And it is not just because of male gendered people. Please don't get that twisted, bros. I'm not saying that. Because a lot of women, for whatever reason, that raise children by their masculine. It could have been because, you know, the father passed. Does it have to be because it was something fucked up? You know, passing away and, you know, leaving a person widowed or to raise children on your own is a messed up situation. But it doesn't have to be because it was violent or criminal. You know what I'm saying? It could be something different. There are other scenarios that would lead a person into single parenthood outside of just the fuck shit. Okay? So, but if you had to deal with this issue, then root chakra does need to be healed. Your foundation and how you connect to the world and how you feel connected to yourself and how you connect to the spirit is definitely affected by how this was rooted and foundationally set up through childhood. And I realized that me and my sister are very different. We had a different 5-year period. Imagine the difference that 5 years make. My mom was with this man until my sister was 10. She left when I was 5. By the time you were 10, your foundational core self personality has pretty much set. And it's set in such a way based on the violence that she experienced, the violence that she saw, the trauma that she experienced, like the fragmentation, which I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. It makes me see her in such a different light. It really does. It really does. Because when you understand how a child's mind and their personality forms based on what they experience in the household, look, it was all bad. It was not good. Solar eclipse. What's this energy? Allow the eclipse's energy to support your growth as you shed old patterns. Shed old patterns, release what no longer serves, and step into the fullness of your potential. That's your fate. That's your serendipity. Jupiter. And this is the second time this has come up. I saw it, we didn't speak on it, but it's back. You are the seeker, the sage, the embodiment of limitless growth. Through your journey, you inspire others to reach for the stars within themselves. Somebody's story about to make me cry. Like, goodness. You talking about reaching for the stars that's within you? If you are the seeker and you are the sage, you are looking to help people break free. And that's why I was saying that I know that that person is losing their gifts, right? Earth. Because they came to do a job. Embrace sustainable practices. Liquor store? Come on. That's not sustainable. They killing they fucking liquor is the biggest drug in the fucking country outside of caffeine and sugar. I don't know what anybody is thinking, but the most toxic drugs that affect the population is sold at the motherfucking liquor store, at the grocery store. Sugar, for one. Okay? Sugar, let's start with that. The next one is going to be caffeine, liquor, and tobacco. All 4 of them damn things you can get from the goddamn liquor store, from the grocery store. Okay? So when we talk about poisoning your people, when we talking about like you supposed to be lifting up souls, you're supposed to be helping Gaia be more sustainable. Let your choices reflect your deep reverence for your environment that sustains life. Yeah, he all out of order with that shit. All out of order. Libra, that shit is not balanced at motherfucking all. And I feel like justice is coming for people such as this. This is just what was coming up from our testimony because Spirit made us read it. They brought it through because of this Chiron energy that we're discussing. Go on, Chiron Intuition. He's one of my favorite readers as well. He don't know me from a can of paint, but I think he's awesome. Mars. Yeah, it's definitely like that worry type of energy. Your actions and intentions carry the potential to shape the world around you, conquer your challenges, and transform your dreams into reality. All about transformation. You know, all about transformation. Yeah, your aura. Didn't somebody talk about having a clean heart? Right? Release resistance. And we talked about resistance and surrendering to the flow. You're guided to trust the process, let go of control, and embrace your journey into the unknown. They're not going to do that. But we are called to, and look, we said Cancer energy. That was the last one. That was us. That's what they wrote on the pad from yesterday, where we did that extended message. So if you guys are interested, it's on the video tab, right? This is how it came out. So I don't know if y'all can see that. Looks weird, but you see Cancer and Chariot right there. So that's how it looks when Spirit kind of automatic writes, and we be trying to get the message out. So it's on the video tab, the 115 extended message. Gemini. Gemini is coming through. This could be dealing with both sides of yourself. See, like being the seeker and the sage. So if you were a seeker, then you are a student, and the student also becomes the teacher. The seeker is also the guide. The speaker is also the listener. Embrace your duality. Like you don't have to choose. And I think in that reading as well, Pisces did come up, and it's here. We picked up 2 water signs. We didn't pick up Scorpio, but we picked up Cancer and we picked up Pisces. And it's funny because my mom is a Pisces. She is a March Pisces, early March. You embody the essence of empathy and affection. But just as you extend your compassion to others, remember to be compassionate to yourself. So be sure to be compassionate with yourself, even as you give compassion to other people. I don't know how I feel about that, dude. I don't necessarily. I'm to the point where I'm trying to get to 0. You know, like I still use a lot of the passion that is from that space so that we can speak on it. We can help others in whatever capacity the Spirit is using to help other people, men, right? To bring together the both sides of them, right? Like my sister had a lot of anger. You know, she was running from a lot of demons, like that she had picked up from being hurt. Like people don't think about how you transfer that energy. So if a person like my father, who was carrying demons and of addiction, and then he violated her, he infected her with those fucking demons. She was carrying around his demons and open to others because of her pain, right? We don't think about how people, you know, really spiral. How does that develop? You know what I mean? And the impact of it. So I feel her energy, and like, you know, I know she's with me because I'm a medium. She talks to me all the time. My grandfather talks to me. Like my grandfather, you know, I don't know what it was between my grandfather and my dad, but I feel that there was something there because he doesn't feel like he's very excited. I'm getting a heavy no about what he's doing because right now my dad is considered to be the head masculine in the family. Like people look up to him, and I feel like we know that he's leading them in a very distorted way. Yeah, Saturn. It's very distorted. It's very distorted, right? And it's like, what are you doing to the legacy? What are you doing to the family? And these people look up to you, especially the young men. So you are distorting their energy, their masculinity. So again, it's that toxic masculinity that's steady being taught, right? And some of them are different. Like they don't all follow exactly what the fuck he say. That's true. You know what I mean? Like you can observe and see. But it may be like the morphing and trying to do things a little bit differently. You know, like, yeah, Uncle so and so is on some fucked up shit. Like we not gonna do that. He full of shit and seeing these tactics. You know, so I think a part of losing his gift is losing that charisma, that gift of gab, where he can kind of rope and talk people into shit. Where now it's like people gonna be like, yeah, you just full of shit. Supernova is coming through. Your ability to connect with the physical world and to find comfort in simplicity offers you a profound source of strength and resilience. Yes, strength and resiliency. The green is catching me. Somebody's going to get some money, I feel, Aquarius. It's like the way that you get the money is going to be lasting. Again, we talked about pure heart is going to be sustainable. It's coming from a place of compassion and love, right? But it's only after you've been able to retrograde. And this is not just necessarily in regards to any planetary retrograde, like Mercury retrograde will be coming up soon. But can you retrograde? Can you go back? Can you almost appear to stop and spin backwards, the illusion of looking backwards to unravel yourself. Just think like if you got wrapped up in something, you're trying to spin and you got twisted up in something, you almost have to spin in the opposite direction to unravel yourself, right? To get that thing off of you so that you can be free and go forward. That's kind of like what I'm picking up. So, sacral chakra. The divine message from your sacral chakra is to immerse yourself in creativity, joy, sensory, not sensuality, sexuality. It is sensuality, but not sexuality. It's sensory data, which leads you toward a vibrant expression of life. And I don't know if you guys were here yesterday, everybody that was here yesterday. Thank y'all so much for coming back. I appreciate y'all. We talked about the sacral chakra very heavy and how it's a sensory center, not just sexuality. Oh my God, I be wanting to, every time I hear somebody associate sex with the sacral chakra, I just be wanting to throw my cards across the room. Like, damn it! It's not sex. It's sensory. It's sensuality. To sense the world around you and the ability to do it. Doesn't mean sex. Anybody could put their fucking peen in a hole. That's root chakra. That's very basic. We all are wired with the need to procreate. Shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not sensual, right? That's how people can be violated, and it's not sensual. Are we okay? We good. Thank you. Crown chakra. Please understand it. Please understand it. Woo! Aquarius. Like, let's get this. Understand, you know? And if you have been a person that went through those things, then you know your root chakra needs to be healed. It needs to be healed. To go through that level of violation, it makes you feel so unsafe. And especially when it's somebody that comes in your household, which is most SA pedophilic acts happen in the household by somebody that you know, somebody that you trust. And oftentimes it could be a parent, a father, it could be a brother, it could be a cousin, it's somebody that's right there. It's somebody that's right there. And it's very detrimental when your first protector, the father that's supposed to teach you what love and protection and support and strength and providership looks like, to be your first violator. That is heavy. And people don't always understand what it takes to heal from that. And he was a narcissist. So my sister was the scapegoat and I was the golden child. So I would see her get fucked up all the time, and I used to be so afraid. So afraid. I don't really remember a time in my early childhood, like before 5, when I wasn't scared. When I was not, I could almost cry right now because I don't think I've ever said that out loud. I don't think there was ever a time in those early years where I did not feel scared, where fear was not present. Wow, this is the 3rd house. So making the right connections, you know, it's an idea in question, could be creativity and getting your ideas going. So this is somebody has a blockage in the third house. Yeah, short-term thinking, who or what is around you. We just kind of talked about that, right? And I'm seeing a telephone here. It's a call, and it's a feather that's on the call, so it's giving me truth. It's giving angelic, and it's a huge scroll. Y'all get this. Look at that. You talking about somebody got a call? That's a call. Hey, someone special. Hi. 4747. It is not. Santa is not a man's world. This one. Look, we got, and this is the fish. It's Pisces coming through. Didn't we say Pisces, right? And look, Pisces. And y'all see they shuffled, turned the deck over, and picked this card. So definitely your dreams. Idealization, being a part of something big, grand, maybe feel like almost overwhelming, right? Spirituality to ultimately experience trusting your psychic knowledge, being the seeker and the sage. But it's like resulting from the indecision of something, and it's the ability to go all the way, to heal, to go to the edge, to take the next step, to even step away from shit. You know what I mean? To lean into yourself. What is the spirit saying? Right? And all of that blue is giving throat chakra. Speaking something, speaking from the spirit, allowing the spirit to speak through you. Your faith and hidden tendencies. Wow, this is the 12th house. And something about seeking oneness with all there is, philanthropy. And we talked about what is the greater good back to the community. Is it lifting up souls and helping people recover from drug addiction, from alcoholism, from DV, from whatever trauma and tragedy they experienced in life and getting on the right track? Or is it to just continue to push the same fucking poison to your people because you feel like they profit off of it, so I should too? We talked about the Earth card and sustainable practices. You know what I mean? All of that is here in this card. And look, I see bars. I don't know if anybody else see no motherfucking bars in the middle, but I get that. And I said that my father was let out of jail by the grace of God, that he was allowed to be let go. And it was so that he could do the right thing. He can restore some stuff that, restore souls. He has a gift. He has a call. And he needed to get put in the call. And he denied it to sell liquor to his people. And will tell you that he's ministering from the fucking liquor store. If that shit is not distorted, I don't know what the fuck is. He should still just be in prison. Cherish, enjoy, charm, art, beauty. This is Venus. And we saw the energy of Venus come up. I feel like that's Mars, that's Saturn. I saw Venus. Good times and dedication to achieve. Yeah. So we do see good energy on this other side over here. Attracting some good energy, dedicated to achievement, focusing, resulting from rules being imposed, and this is toxicity, Capricorn. Your goals, day-to-day reality of life, and use the most business-like way. So definitely being business-like, it is being professional, being dedicated to achieve. It's giving me like almost like balls to the wall. You know what I mean? And he has that energy, like he will do whatever the fuck he needs to do to be profitable. Because that's his goal. That's what his intention is set on. And we will do what we need to do in order to be fruitful. But we're doing it in a different way, a way that's sustainable. Not only to Earth and that it helps the planet, but lift people up, the souls that are here, so we can change the frequency. We can speak truth to power and talk about things in a different way that helps our children, our generations moving forward, so that either they can heal faster than what we were able to heal. Like, we weren't a perfect person, like even with Blessing, but we got her therapy and she had been in it for a long time, so her outcomes will be a lot better than children who did not have the opportunity to get therapy, to experience healing. So we're going to close out with some light cedar. You know, it's about changing things and moving forward, removing toxicity, healing the lineage, right? And we are curse breakers. We know this, right? You are gifted. You are supposed to help mend something, to help fix it. Things get broken all the time, but if everybody continues to just go in there and stomp on the same fucking pieces, it gotta be somebody that decides to come in and sweep that shit up. Like, we all just gonna keep walking over glass? That don't make sense. You got glass in your foot, your foot, your foot. Everybody walking around this bitch hobbling. Nobody just wanna get the damn broom and sweep the shit up and throw it in the goddamn trash. That could be what you come to do. I can't make it up. See, a youngster looking and seeing shit different. Education. What's healthy for us? Observe, learn some shit, do some shit different. If you know that shit is fucking toxic and you don't do nothing to learn something different, then how the fuck can you fix it? The spirit said, Temperance Angel, that you gotta dig into it, the moon, and it's giving Chiron energy. Like, we need to uncover this shit that still affects families, communities, the society at large, because these are things that we all go through. I see the Hermit, I see the Sun in reverse. Hermit is upright, dealing with things by yourself. The Sun in reverse is giving depression or not seeing. Seven of Wands in reverse means that you're not protected. It could be that your aura is not even intact. And we saw aura come up in the cosmic cards. Like, is your aura intact? If you're still fragmented because your root is not healed. You're stuck in your south node. You're being called to the north node. It's very difficult to get there without starting from your connection to earth, to all things, the root. You gotta get down to the root of it. Yeah, decision. So that you can make the choices in order to move forward. What do you need to do? Make the decisions for you. Yeah, step into your strength, into your power. And sometimes it's to speak truth to power. Right? This don't go in there. This does not go in this deck. That's opportunity. That's energy. That is prosperity. That's your calling. Somebody got a call and a decree, right? To do what you need to do. And look, there's the page. So they affirmed it, right? You have a call in the decree. The Spirit is giving you something. It could be the gift. And now you've got it. You could be the page, right? Where my father, who's also gifted, could be like the King of Pentacles. He's definitely in reverse because he's not in the upright, you know, in terms of integrity. His vibration is in reverse. But I would be a page. It could be his granddaughter, one of his grandkids, right? I could be helping Blessing because I know Blessing is gifted as well. She dreams. She's a dreamer. So we do know that spiritual gifts run in the family, right? Queen of Wands, see, that's, yeah. Hello, hi. To help the young one, you know, with their gift and to cultivate it. You know, as we learn more to bring forth our fire, to ignite within and to bring it out, to use our magic to wield the wand, you know, and to be a caretaker, a steward over those who will carry things forward. You know, we are changing the lineage. We are not the same women that our mothers were. We have different opportunities than they did, right? We can move forward. We don't have to stay in toxic situations and relationships. Like, the more we are able to stand in our truth and our power and develop self, then you can change things. You can make it better. Just remember to stay balanced, right? It's not about being hyper masculine or hyper feminine. It's about balancing yourself. It's somewhere in the middle. Like, come to par with it. Balance. Thank y'all so much. I will see you guys a little bit later. 3 of Wands, future planning for the lunchtime live. But this was just a message for the rising. If you guys are interested in this topic, the video, the extended message is on the video tab. It is called the January 15th, 2026 extended message. It's about being able to work together and to collaborate, not just in families, but as a collective, as a society. Like, how do we get things back together for the highest? Is given vibrational frequency. And we are to be lifting up Gaia because we want things to be better. Then we that understand have to do the work. Right? Call it out. Speak truth to power. And when you speak truth to power, energies are not going to like it. Like, I know my dad can't stand it. And if they ever come by the channel, that would be great. Stick around. Hopefully, you know, they can get something together with themselves because, you know, just leave me out of it. But I'm glad that, you know, they got the message. And if they didn't and somebody else did, then my testimony matters, right? The testimony matters. So no matter who you are, we all have experiences, and you did not go through what you went through for nothing. You went through it to share it, to heal something that's relative to that experience. You don't experience it for no reason. You are called to have an effect on that thing, to help maybe end the cycle. So reflect on whatever you went through. Whatever that trauma was, whatever it was, reflect. Think about it. How can you change it? How do you flip it? You are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. If you tell your friends and family how you feel, will you find that they're on the same page and y'all can work together effectively? Because that's why they keep calling me to this card. When we say it's something about working together. It's something about working together. You are worthy of affection and leisure and pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, will you find, is what I heard, that you're all on the same page? And can you work together effectively? For somebody, the answer is no. Because even if the same goal is to develop legacy, security, you can't work with people who have no integrity. You can't work with somebody that does not have integrity. Yeah. But if you work with love and you spread love, then it will find its way back to you multiplied, beloved, multiplied. So therefore, whatever seed you plant, you know, again, the co-creator is with you. It has your back, and it gives you a leg up. And it's giving you over the bullshit. This is all that glitters. This is the fake money. This is the false gold. That's the shit that don't fucking last. But when you bless, baby, no matter what happens, you will rise again. You will regenerate because you will be fucking blessed. Your fate, serendipity. Just remember what's not for you. You can't exchange with everything. I love y'all so much. I do. And everybody that was able to stick it through, I'm talking about the whole way through, thank you. If you came in and you were interested and you decided to stay, thank you. I appreciate you. We are not the average tarot show. We are all about healing yourself and healing the collective, yo. It is about transmuting your pain and moving it to purpose so that the pain is now purposeful. To the next now. This was none. Done, no. Yes. Ashe. Yes, yes, yes. Ashe. Order up. To the next now, y'all. Ashe. I can't get it out. It just feel like I just want to go and go and go. Now I'm ready to go, y'all. We on go status. Y'all feel fired up? Go alpha, go alpha, go alpha. Hey, omega, omega, omega. Oh, let's get it, my week. Let's get it. Hey, get it, my week. Let's get it. Oh, yes. Let's get it. Change that pain into purpose. That is the charter. That is how we win, beloved. They never said the weapon wouldn't form. They never said that you wouldn't get hurt. They never said that it was going to be easy. They said that it will not prosper. They said they will keep you until the end. And they said that it will be worth it. Just get through it. Heal through it. To the next now. This was done. Ashe, beloved. Mwah.